Today I am celebrating Litha, otherwise known as the summer solstice. It is the peak of the year's cycle for the sun. Well, I say it's the peak, how do you measure that? But it certainly feels like the peak in the UK because it's the longest day, it's the shortest night. There's that sense of a desire to celebrate and to recognize this beautiful moment where summer is just taking off and we find ourselves now being able to enjoy a few more weeks of sunshine before the darkness of winter starts to loom across the horizon. So it's a real signal for celebration and partying. I remember having some absolutely amazing solstice celebrations, especially around the time of Glastonbury when I first started going to that festival many years ago. And yeah, Litha is a much older name for the summer solstice. And it's funny, I've done lots of talks about the summer solstice, looking at it astronomically to help young people understand what goes on with that process. This is the moment when we have in the year the two solstices, the longest day in the summer and then the shortest day in the winter, and then we have the equinoxes. And these moments have, for a very long time, signalled particular cues in nature and to human beings as they were living in accordance with the natural rhythms. And of course, those particular days were special days that brought people together over huge distances for great celebrations. I mean, Glastonbury Festival that I mentioned earlier is just up the road from Stonehenge. And of course, for a very long time, that would have been, and to this day, is a very significant meeting place for people from all over the world, but certainly all over the country, that arrive on that particular day to stand amongst those stones. Because if you think about the time that we had before the internet and before digital connectivity and even before our more modern calendars, knowing when everybody from a country could meet up was a challenging thing, and we depended on the calendar of the stars and the sun to tell us now is the day. It's the longest day. People would be able to track the length of the day and know that, right, this is the time to be heading to Stonehenge to celebrate. So it's a very significant day, and I am certainly going to be celebrating this turning of the seasons, the turning of the tides, and trying to squeeze every last bit of fun that I can out of summer before the onset of winter. Today I'm celebrating Litha.